have to be honest, I'm not a big fan of Crime and Punishment, and that's largely because I don't like the character of the traffic cop. I just didn't think she was a very interesting character at all. It starts off quite sweetly. Chaz and Chuckie are in a car, and Chuckie's driving a pretend steering wheel, and it's so sweet to see Chuckie happy. Chuckie always seems to be at his most relaxed and his most calm when it's just him and his father, and it's really lovely to see that bond. And for some reason, a traffic cop pulls Chaz over, and Chuckie is terrified of her. But Chaz is kind of smitten to the extent where he finds out she does clog dancing and invites her over for coffee, but he invites her over to Stu and Didi's house because his house is apparently a bit of a mess. That's not exactly a good idea to invite somebody over to somebody else's house, but nevertheless, that happens, and Angelica tells the babies all about prison. And she says that if they're really naughty, they will go to jail. And it is actually quite a scary moment where she's telling them about what it's like in prison, and the babies are quivering in fear, and it's very, very well done. But I think from that point on, I just kind of lost interest in it. Basically, when the traffic cop came back into it, I just found her to be so boring. She just wasn't very interesting at all, and I really didn't care for her as a character. And obviously, I didn't like how much she was scaring Chuckie, but even that aside, I just found her to be very dull and not that interesting, and not really the kind of person Chaz would be interested in either. So, at least, in my opinion. So I just didn't really care for it. I didn't really buy into the narrative. Obviously, the whole babies trying to be good to not go to jail was interesting, and, well, things don't go their way very, very quickly. So the narrative itself, had a decent enough structure, but I found a lot of it to be very unbelievable. Chuckie was adorable, but not so much that it meant I liked the episode. I didn't care for it. I didn't think it was I didn't think it was a brilliant narrative, and I most certainly didn't care for the traffic cop. So Crime and Punishment is probably one I'll never watch again.